That dispatched from the 1400-meter marker. Ibutu from gate 5, not too green in the early stages because he's just about the leader. He's a neck off them. Alfredo's now ridden that to respond, and Willow Express is going to move around them. Philly Spiel's going to look to try and hold position. Ibuto, who's found good support in the yellow silks, is there. The grey Willow Express is rather wide in the early stages. In fact, a number of them have run off the rail. You'll see the last trio, they've run right off the course there. But into stride, Alfredo, 3 parts of a length. The grey Willow Express now more comfortable in second. Ibuto's in the yellow around Philly Spiel. Nemeralia. Silver Palace gets a mention. Races about 4 lengths off. Just gets a taste of the bit to stay interested. Rocket Rumba 6 to make up. Unassailable Lad further back. Homeward Bound and the grey Willow Express now takes them on. Ibuto behind, now about to be shaken up, coming to the 400-meter marker. But the grey Willow Express goes clear by a length and a half. Alfredo second. Ibuto's now going to try and warm up. The grey Willow Express now is clear by 2. Gabble Strikes come out the pack, running on strongly. Willow Express still has 2 lengths to spare. Ferrari Ice, Gabble Strike. Willow Express, though, still has a commanding 2-length advantage. He went down like a winner, and he comes home to score. Ferrari Ice second, Gabble Strike, and then came Alfredo. Well, that's the beauty of watching them go down. You watch them in the ring and you watch them go down to the start. And this horse, he gave 11 out of 10. When he went down to the gate, although he had no form, we gave it to you all the reasons why we expected him to improve. And boy, oh boy, when he flashed down to the gates, he had winner written all over him. Second spot, Ferrari Ice, cracking debut. Gabble Strike. Then came Alfredo, and this horse, Ibuto, next time out, like we say, you can do the banking. Well, Willow Express, he was wide in the early stages and then just stuck to his task at hand because Gabble Strike made up some good headway along with Ferrari Ice. But you'll notice Willow Express, they had a reason they took him to Cape Town. They tried him in a feature last time, and today he sets the record straight and he obliges for the Sean Terry outfit. Back to the studio.
Welcome back to the winners' enclosure, where it's the first leg of the pick six is done and dusted. Horse number 8, Willow Express, is won, and won rather cosily. Ridden by Lyle Hewitson and trained by Sean Terry for a whole host of owners, which we'll touch on in a moment. Congratulations to you, Lyle. This horse has won well. When he moved to the post, as Sheldon said, form, we'll touch on that with Sean, the form of the 2 runs, there's obviously been excuses, but he looks absolutely magnificent.
Yes, I think you've touched on 2 particular points. You know, I think he moved to start beautifully, and that obviously filled me with confidence. But coming into this race, I didn't know him before I come back from overseas, and got on him at work, and I was really enthusiastic about him. And then you look at his form and you question why it's like that. But I think he's furnished, firstly, and secondly, I think, you know, because he shows some speed on the sand at home. The 1,000 meters we thought would be okay, and he obviously was just too quick for him, especially against those fast juveniles. So we came into this race with a lot of confidence in terms of his homework, but there was a lot against him. You know, he had to jump from a slightly wider draw, get on the poly, get on the turn, and he did act green in running, but nonetheless he pulled it off, and I'm just very thrilled for Aidan. Thanks very much to him, and lovely silks. I hope we can have more.
Now, you've obviously it was the poly today, so he's now won on the poly, which also gives another avenue during the season, etc. So I think a lot of positives to take out of today's win.
Yeah, I think a lot of positives. You know, he didn't, at work, like I said, he shows speed and he travels, and he's probably more mature than he was in the race. He didn't necessarily travel with me, but he responded at least. So I think when all those pennies drop and he gets it together, he'll improve nicely. We're not looking at the big ones. But I think that he's going to have a very progressive career.
Last question before you go. You've picked up a lot of rides, horses that you probably don't know, but you're a man that studies your form. In your opinion, anything else that sticks out?
Yeah, well, look, I was not going to come today, and then Mr. Terry put me on this one, and of course I was on the behind the wheel on the way back here after races. Fortunately, it was worthwhile, but I did pick up some nice rides. One ran well earlier, another one is unfortunate. So my last one to go with is for the Platinum team, and I'm hoping that that can go well. I've got a huge lump of weight to carry around, but the weights are compressed, so I give it a chance.
Well, welcome back home, welcome back to South Africa, welcome to KwaZulu-Natal for the season, and we're certainly going to enjoy watching your ability in the saddle. Well done, Lyle.
Thank you very much. Just well done to Mr. Terry and the team back home in Joburg. I think everyone did a great job, and this horse has come here in fine fettle, so well done to him and the team. And like I said, to Aidan, great support of mine in the yard and a good friend. Thank you to him and well done. And of course, last but not least, to Drakenstein. Thanks very much.
Congratulations. Yeah, Drakenstein's side, they know a good one when they see one, that's for sure. Congratulations to you, Sean.
Thanks, man.
And well, as we've beating on the same drum, but you would have heard our comments. Beautiful looking individual in the 2 runs, but as Lyle said, he seems to have furnished now.
Well, he's pretty immature. He hasn't finished. He's still pretty weak. Obviously, he came into training in Cape Town, and he wasn't moved to Cape Town. But clearly, you could see that the horse that beat him came to win the feature race at Scottsville. And obviously, he shows a bit of speed at home, and it's obviously cheap speed, and he didn't show in the next race, but he didn't disgrace. And yeah, he's put it together today. Obviously, there is a KZN day in 2 weeks' time, and it's on the poly, and everything should fall into place. But I think I'd just like to give a big thank you to a whole group of owners here. Obviously, my brother Mark, he's brought along Eddie and Rietan Belegings in Jana. This is their first winner for my yard. They've only had, I think, another runner or 2. And then obviously to John Welcome and Mark, Aidan, and Craig. They're a part of the Willow Magic Syndicate, and we've had a lot of fun with him, and obviously well done to Willow Magic.
Yeah, Willow Magic, just on a personal note, we were up at Summer Hill Equestrian, as it's called, I believe now, and we spent some time with Willow Magic. He's an absolute cracker, and of course you know him well, and he's certainly stamping them, and I think he's got a bright future, Sean.
Yeah, well, let's hope. I mean, he's got all the ingredients. He was a champion racehorse. He had speed. He could get the mile. Badu Bawe, absolute belt of a looker. So let's hope.
Congratulations, 100% strike rate. All the very best to you, Sean.
Thank you.
There
Thanks.
we go. That's Sean Terry. Wonderful chatting to him. He's got 100% strike rate. And this beautiful son of Willow Magic has won and won well. And he certainly is one to keep an eye on. So Willow Express has got it 1 from Ferrari Ice. Has caught the eye. 3rd placing, let's turn the page. 3rd placing went to Gavel Strike. And 4th, number 7, Alfredo. A few positives to take out of this race. Make a note of Ibuto. Make a note of Ferrari Ice.